Hello, I'm going to be doing a Blox Fruits tier list today. Just to make sure this is clear, this is an unawakened tier list, so nothing I say in this will be like awakened. Any of the logias or stuff like that can be awakened, I'll be ranking it based on its unawakened form. I will be probably posting another video about the awakened form on the fruits that can be awakened at the current moment. But yeah, this is just that, I currently don't have soul right now, but I'm trying to find like a PNG thing. It's kind of annoying. I'm just gonna do it without soul, and I'll just tell you at the end. I'm gonna go from bottom to top, and that's gonna be it. If you have any disagreements with me, just put in the comments because that kind of helps the algorithm. If you have a good argument or something like that, might pin it or like it. Depends on what happens. The more likes, the more attention it'll probably get from me. Um, but yeah, you don't have to subscribe or like anything. I'm just making this to get my opinions out there. Um, but yeah, if you do, feel free to though. Feel free to like and subscribe. Anyways, let's get started. Um, Revive. Okay, so if you're a sword user who plays really aggro and you don't want to die, but you don't also want to spam heal like Phoenix or something like that, uh, Revive is okay. You can, I'm putting C tier. You can like use the V ability or whatever, and you can get second life, which is pretty useful to be honest. But other than that, it's not that good. You can't farm with it. It has a stun. I think it's just not that good. Next we have Shadow. I'm gonna be honest. This is an A tier for me. It does pretty good damage. I think it's one of the higher damages in the game. It's kind of annoying. The life leech is kind of annoying. The V ability is incredibly annoying once you get the Umbra meter to max. You can't get out of it. It's just a nuisance to deal with. Shadow's pretty annoying, but definitely up there with some of the top fruits. All right, let's go next. Bomb, spike, and spraying. No, F tier. It's obvious. Chop, I'm gonna give an E tier just because it's anti-sword. If you get some crazy sword main, like I mentioned up here, you can like kind of negate their whole thing. They have to use melee on you. Kilo, easy F tier. Smoke, E tier. It's first Logia, whatever. Nobody cares about that. Spin, no. Fire, B tier. I think fire is a B tier because it's cheap Logia. It's pretty easy to obtain. It's pretty common. It's also cheap. It's only 250,000 belly if you buy it from the dealer. So that's pretty good. It's a Logia and it has decent damage, stuff like that. So for an unawakened fruit, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good starter. Falcon, D. It's just bad. Actually, no, I'm gonna put E. It's really bad. You can't farm with it. It has a ton of knockback. It just sucks. It just plain out sucks. Ice, same thing with fire. Sorry, it's a B tier. It's just good early game fruit. It's not as good as fire in my opinion. I'm putting fire farther up, but it's just bad. It's just not worth your time. If it's bad only if you're trying to counter certain things. It's okay. I mean, it's a good Logia. That's all it is. That's the only thing it's going for. It's a Logia, right? The abilities, they don't do much damage and they're just done. It's pretty okay. I regret saying it's bad, but yeah. Sand, C tier. Unawakened, Sand's just kind of meh. It's never been really good. It's never been really terrible either. That's all I gotta say for it. Dark, Unawakened Dark is probably a C tier. Better than Revive though. It's an upper C tier because just because of the simple fact that its stuns are okay and damage is meh. It's just not that good. It's better than Sand though in Revive if you're yeah. Diamond, it's everything Buddha wants to be, but it could never be what Buddha is. It tries to give you the defense, but it really isn't. It's a niche thing that never really got to where it's supposed to be. Here we go to the pretty good one. Light. Good grinding fruits. It's pretty much all it's good for. It's unawakened. You have to have incredibly good aim to land any decent hits in PvP on it. And it's just good. You can travel on the map quickly with it, and it has decent damage. That's basically all it is got for it. It's all it's got. But it's an A tier because of its easy accessibility and it's very popular. It's very easy to use, and for farming, it's definitely up there when it's one of the best ones. Only rivaled by Buddha and some other fruits. Love, no, it just sucks. It has a stun. It's a stun fruit. That's what its niche is. It's stun fruit for sword users or gun users or whatever the heck you're using. It's just bad. It does no damage. It only has 4 abilities. Its mastery is kind of annoying. Yeah, it's just bad. Rubber, same thing. It used to be meh, but now it's power crept. All these new things that they're adding are just so much more powerful than rubber ever was. And yeah, it's even with second gear that enabled, it doesn't do enough damage to really keep up with the meta. And it's also utility, doesn't really have much utility, so no. Barrier, I'll give it a C tier. It's annoying, to be honest. It's not as good as Revive, just in the fact that it's just not, it just gets in your way. It's all it is. If you want to push someone into a wall and keep them there, good for you. It's basically a runner fruit, in my opinion. If you want to like push someone out of the way or something, it's just annoying, to be honest. You can't do much damage with it. It's just annoying. Magma, B tier. Upper B tier. It's probably one of the best B tier. You can grind with it pretty decently. Unawakened, it's pretty decent damage for even an unawakened fruit. It has one of the better damages for a Logia. So yeah, I would definitely recommend it for grinding if you're not interested in light. If you just want to get heavy damage. And also, it has decent AoE. You can kind of hit people. So it's a decent PvP fruit. Door, I'm gonna give upper C tier. Just because of the fact that you can run around with it and it's pretty useful, to be honest. It's high in utility. Getting around the map quickly, whether you're boss hunting or just traveling with your squad, it's pretty useful. It's good if you're sword main because you can run around with it and you can get close to enemies very quickly. So you can use some of those shorter range abilities. And I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this, but being chased by a door user with a Yoru, it's very scary because you can't run, man. You can't. They will always catch up to you. And you're probably always near a landmark of some sort. You have to be in the middle of an ocean where they can't really catch up to you that easily. And even then, they're probably still going to get you. It's just scary, man. So, yeah. It's also kind of cheap. It's only like 950,000, so it's not that bad. But the mastery is kind of bad. Quake, same thing. It's kind of decent. I put it back B tier. Unawakened, it has okay damage, but big AoE. That's the big thing going for it, the large AoE. Knockback makes it hard to farm with. No. But first S tier. I don't think I need to explain why, but I will anyways. Even Unawakened, it's still incredibly good for farming. Actually, no, I'll put it in upper A tier. I'll put it up A tier. Unawakened. But it's just good. You can use melee. It's great for farming the mastery in order to unlock superhuman early game. You know, it can get kind of annoying. It's great. Even Unawakened, it's just it's okay. Damage reduction's okay. You look a little goofy with it, but still. The hitbox increase is just so useful. You can't understate it. It's just very useful. String. I think it's a bit underrated, to be honest. String. You can't really go wrong with using string. Has a stun for the V. Its mastery's kind of bad. It's annoying. You can't really grind with it. I think I give it an upper C tier. It's kind of slept on, but it's for a good reason though. It's just nobody uses it because it's not that great. You know, actually, I'll give it a back B tier. It's pretty decent. It can do okay damage. It can stun you if you get lazy with your dodges. Unawakened Phoenix, I'm gonna be honest. It's up somewhere in here. It's somewhere low B tier, high C tier. That's a good spot for it. Unawakened. Its heal is meh. Uses a lot of energy. If you're not like almost max level, it's gonna shred through your energy very quickly. Its abilities don't do much damage, but that's not what it's intended to do. It's not intended for damage. Its knockback was made to push the enemies away so you can get in and heal your teammates or yourself, whatever. It's definitely a decent support fruit. If you're like a sword main or something like that, it's actually a pretty decent fruit. It's kind of like Revive in that sense where you can go in, it's a support fruit. You can, like Revive, you revive yourself and you heal yourself. The knockback's useful if you're trying to heal yourself, and, you know, the lunge is decent for kind of getting away. It's not the best fruit for damage, but if you're a sword main, it's an option, you know, it's an expensive option, that be it. Rumble, once again, I think it's slept on. Big AoE, okay damage. It's kind of the same thing with Quake. I think it's better than String, though. I think Rumble's better than Quake. Paw. This is a weird one. So, Paw used to be pretty decent. You know, it was one of those upper class fruits, along with Dragon and Toe and stuff like that, back then in the days. But it was never really the best fruit, but it was always a decent fruit. It was always a good fruit. If you had some money and you didn't really want to get Dragon, this is what fruit you would get. If you just wanted to kind of like, you know, get some decent AoE and stuff like that, this is a good fruit for you. It never really was crazy. It never really sucked. I think I'd give it a back B tier. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's terrible. No, I hate Gravity, man. I got gravity when I was like a wee little level 200. Biggest mistake of my life. I spent 200. I spent like 200 levels trying to farm this thing, and it was painful because yeah, it's just annoying. It sucks. I had really bad experience with it. I'm putting in E tier. Damage is meh. It's really easy to dodge. Just like jump twice and you're out of the range. It's that easy. Even like the V attack, the big AoE attack sucks. It's really easy to dodge if you just pay attention. So yeah, it's just don't trade up to it. Just find a way. Even like trading string or something is more worth than this. It just sucks. Doe. There should be an awakening coming for Doe soon. Hopefully next update, but I don't currently. Doe's probably an A tier fruit. You can get some pretty good combos if you're smart with the way you play with it, but if you're not, it's pretty easy to screw up. It takes a pretty decent amount of skill. The mastery's kind of high. It's difficult to farm with. It's annoying to farm with. Nah. Venom, S tier. Let's be honest. We just all know Venom's just annoying. But yeah, that's basically it for that that little thing right there we call Venom. It's just mad annoying. If you get hit by it once, you're tagged and you can't use your hockey for like 10 seconds. Super annoying. You probably all had experiences with this fruit. I don't think I need to explain myself anymore with this one. Gravity. It's cool. It's a cool fruit. It looks cool. It sounds cool. It is cool. It's cool in the sense that it just looks and appeals to the people who just want to be like a niche player. It's cool. It sucks at grinding. Terrible at PvP. The mastery is off the charts. It's annoying as. Nah, it's not worth your money, man. It's a cool fruit, I'll give it that, but it's not worth your money at all. Dragon, S tier, it's just annoying. Fly up in the sky, 70% damage reduction, spam, spam, spam. You know the drill. You probably experienced it if you're in second C, or have been in there for a while. If you're unlucky enough, first C. Once you get to second C, you're going to see a lot of dragon users. Not a lot, but you're going to see some. And when you do see them, you're going to notice them. They're quite loud. But yeah, these two are just very annoying. They're annoying to deal with. They're frustrating to deal with at times. And yeah, these four right here are like the four of just nuisances. They get in your way. Especially shadow users, bro. I hate the shadow thing. He's stuck in it, sorry. Soul. I don't have it on here because it's being weird. Soul right here. I would put it at an A tier. Upper A tier. I'd put it right in front of Shadow. Right here. I put it right in front of Shadow. The reason I'm doing this is because just the simple fact that it's kind of overrated. I mean, it's really cool. It looks cool. It's like Control. It's like a better Control, basically, in the way it functions. It looks cool. It is cool. It has cool mechanics, just like Control with the levitating thing. But it's meh for grinding. I mean, you can grind with it, but the mastery's kind of weird. It's kind of annoying to deal with. Some of the Soul's function is really cool. It's a cool like idea. But when it comes to actually using it, it's not that useful except for like boss hunting, getting the bosses stuck. It's PvP. Most of it's niche, which is the Souls thing. It just doesn't work on people unless they're really stupid. So yeah, if you have Soul and you're PvPing with it, good luck, cause it's just kind of annoying to deal with. It's not even that good, and it's okay for farming, but the price is off the charts. That's what really gets me. It's like Dragon in the sense that a couple people have it. When you see that they have it, you notice that they have it, and they make themselves clear. They're very loud. The fruit itself is just very loud. But I think Soul, yeah, go right between Buddha and Shadow. I think that's where it deserves. It's kind of overrated. It looks cool. It is cool. It's not good for farming. It's okay for PvP if you know how to use it. Great for boss hunting. But that's pretty much it. So I think that's where I'm going to end it because that's nothing else we got here. Hopefully I'm not stupid and missed a fruit or something. That would be quite embarrassing. But yeah, just comment in the comments, as you do, about how I got it wrong, or defile me about how my parents don't love me, or something like that. If I got something wrong, or I misplaced your fruit, please remember though, this is an unawakened tier list. I would very much love to put Phoenix in S tier, but if it's not an awakened, it's kind of garbage, to be honest. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's my tier list. Thank you for taking your time. I was trying to make this a quick what is it called, tier list video, just because a lot of them are like 20 minutes. And yeah, hopefully I wasn't being too annoying. But yeah, thank you for your time. Make sure to comment if you disagree. Kind of helps me with the YouTube algorithm thing. I really don't care if you subscribe. I just want to get my voice out there. Like for the algorithm though, please. I don't care if you subscribe. I just want to get my voice heard. On my opinion on these unawakened fruits. I'm gonna be doing an awakened tier list, but yeah, bye.